Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target. He was on that last one.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly.
Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The Aggies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hart. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing your rhythm and your cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The Yellow Jackets buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding an escape route. Fighting off the defender.
Brought down at the 33. And the Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this first quarter than he did his last time out.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to slam it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Morrow. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And we've got our eyes on everything going on in football, including this gem from Alabama and Tennessee. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Hit as he throws. Got his man on the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hart. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Taylor wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Under fire. Slings it downfield. This time he's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they converted the extra point with a little help from that left side upright. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Taylor wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over UMass. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air. It's Hart. He unleashes a long one. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Inside have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Oh, he makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to fire deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Calls his own number. Turning it on! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets it out quickly. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Taylor wants to throw. Right on the money.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You got Gotta love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game spot.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Gets rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The give as they work on that clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
Now, fourth down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking for a push on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw in the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.